You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm breaking the game down.
Exactly right.
You know, so, and my whole thing was, I had never seen anyone in my life really be. My grandfather was very successful, but he was like a blue collar. Get up at 4 a.m., go to bed at 11, do it again, 6 days a week. You know what I'm saying? He used to wash diapers by hand. Right? So I never wanted to be like that, but I never wanted to punch a clock. Right. I just didn't know how to get there. So once I got done with high school, got fortunate, got a scholarship, played 4 years of college basketball, had moderate success.
Let me ask you a quick question. Did you have the height before you got to college, or you know what I'm saying? Because when I was like 5'6", when I graduated from high school, 5'7", and then when I got to college, I was like 5'8". You know, I was simply just out of nowhere, I became 6'2". You know,
I graduated. Went into my 11th grade year was when
started getting that spread.
Yeah, I got 6'1".
Okay.
Then my first year of college, 6'3".
Okay.
6'2" and a quarter, I think.
Right.
I'm 6'1" and a half now.
Right. I wanted to be 6'6", to be honest. I
mean,
to make it to the NBA again.
I just wanted to be able to just, like, that was my thing. I just wanted to be able to. Yeah, I was the type, I would walk around downtown LA because I had summer jobs. Mm-hmm. I'm walking around downtown LA with these jump soles on the front of my shoe.
Yeah, I love those big
I didn't give a fuck at all. I didn't give a fuck. I'm like, I'm about to be banging out. And I'm telling you, I wore them just the whole summer. Came back, throwing that bitch off the backboard, reverse.
Hold up.
On me. I wore them shit all day long. They work.
They work. But look, let me tell you about my ass. When I got to college, I created my own, right? I created my own. I had 2 blocks of wood. I put one under the bottom of my shoe, put the other one on the other shoe, and I take them boys up. And I'm walking around campus with those. Clop, clop, clop. People look at me like I was crazy. But they really didn't work, like you know, because they was shifting too much. You know what I'm saying? But they was making shit up, because I had to break about it at the time.
You're not thinking like that. All that you're thinking is that I know that I'm competing with, you know, there's so many high schools in the United States, and it's not that many scholarships.
Not that many.
And my thing was I wanted to play for a Nike school, and I wanted to have my name on the back of my jersey. And it was funny when I signed with Long Beach State, they ended up going Adidas, and then we didn't have our name. So
that's how it was. Money, no name on the back.
But it was cool though. We played UCLA. That was probably one of my best games.
Yeah.
I dropped like 19. Yeah.
Good against, especially against them.
Oh, it was nice. That's for the beat and half court. Did some AI type. Yeah. It was and I knew everyone was gonna be watching. You know.
Gotta show.
Yeah.
Gotta show. I used to love to do that shit, man. Playing against like Morehouse and all the schools just to make the crowd go, ooh, just come on. Doing N1 shit in the game that N1 wasn't even out yet. You know what I'm saying? It was being out. I was doing that shit in games. You know what I'm saying? Just to make the crowd be like, oh.
I used to backdoor catch a lot. I used to catch that live.
Catch it.
And in midair, I'm talking to them. I got you.
Boom! I used to know that live.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
my big fella.
I done got a lot of 7-footers.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna name names, but I got a lot of 7-footers. I still can throw it down, too.
Oh, no. I can't do it no more.
I can do it. I usually gotta warm up like 55.
I'm just taking the backboard now. I ain't dunking no more.
Really? I don't even play.
And backboard. Sometimes I move at Venice Beach, you know. So, Long Beach State, you know, no, young man coming to your own, you know, body wasn't the way it is now. It was just transitioning.
I was working out though.
Right.
I've always been working out.
Right,
I used to work out with Rocky.
Oh yeah?
Cause I'm a huge Rocky fan.
Okay.
So you know when they do the Rocky
Right.
montage, I'm over there doing the one-arm push-ups and shit. I was that kid.
Was you holding him off? Was you holding him off? Was you doing this?
Nah, cause once I see Apollo, like I was like, oh man, that's how I'm gonna look. It was, yeah. So, you know, that was one of my early like childhood inspirations too. Yeah. But I've been hitting weights at least 25.
Yeah, same here. Same here. It's a lifestyle, man.
It is.
It's like, you know, like sometimes I want like 5 days off, I feel crazy, right? Then like I go back.
Oh, 5 days?
Yeah,
I can't even do 5 days.
I know I'm feeling, but I was traveling and shit, you know what I'm saying? And then I get back in it, and then get back sore again, but sometimes I like that sort. You know?
Okay.
Let me sleep good.
Like this.
Gotta watch that camera. You know what I mean?
It's all good, man. He like me this.
We got a big battle in the video, y'all. Put this together. So, let's fast forward a little bit. I saw you on some interviews too. I saw you on like 2 different interviews while Battle walks across the camera again.
Okay, I'm sorry. You okay. Okay.
You passed because you got a red shirt on like me.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. They think I was just double.
That's my
Other stuff.
That's my stunt double.
Yeah, exactly. What you mean? We got a double over here.
My stand-in.
Yeah, no, not a stand-in. A double.
Oh, okay, we're double.
Because a double get a check.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Residuals.
Yeah. You only get a check
Hey,
once.
you gonna stand in.
You only get a check once. You only get a check once.
Nah, but the double, you got to pay.
Yeah, I was standing there with Tyrese, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You ain't still getting paid.
That's right. I was standing with 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying?
You got double though.
Yeah, I seen 21 Questions video. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of that shit before 50 today, so. And then they bring the star out. You know what I'm saying? I was a semi-star. I was a twinkle. You know. But anyway, we got Flash in the building. Let's take a quick break, Sarah.
I was about to say something about 50.
Oh, wait, no, say it.
Nah, I'm really disappointed at 50.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
because
His birthday the same day as mine. So don't be disappointed.
it's I don't know what you heard about me.
Right.
But you know what I mean?
Right.
And you over here posting me on your shit talking about I wonder what he did. And you mad. This is what I didn't know that this is all over a woman.
Oh, really?
I mean, that's not player.
That's not fair at all.
Like that's not like
Come on, Fifth.
like that's not player and I still fuck with you.
Oh man, I like everything Fifth do. Everything I see online, I always say
Banks
like,
workout is in heavy rotation on my Spotify, but
but after that, you look like that. Like you look
That's
like
some-
Lloyd Banks. You look like you could be his brother. Or his ready or something.
I've done a couple of Lloyd Banks music videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
I do.
Lloyd Banks. Something like that.
I worked on 21 Questions with them. See how their first video.
That's a classic.
Classic. Damn, man. Yeah, we're gonna take break. We'll be right back, y'all. We got my man Flash in the building. Equal to Wolf on Grand Crosses. And we just building up, y'all. Just stick around. Stick around because we're gonna get to the meat of this, man. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm live. Be right back. Ow.
And so, Flash, when you think of,
Can you turn this on a little bit?
Oh, you need to turn it on?
uh,
And the remote is.
Right? You see the big line. Oh, man. This guy.
Any rocky thing on the you can't do it.
You know what?
My little suspicion by Officer Robert.
Really? Okay.
Oh, Flash, that's what I was telling you.
Uh.
When I was like, you know who, you remember Petey Reestor?
Hmm?
That's who that is.
What?
Yo, he the son. He the one that came out
Robert.
and starts beating the father up. It's him.
Really?
This nigga is P.D. Wheatstraw.
That's funny.
Come on, bro, look it up.
That's
Look
funny.
at his face.
That's funny.
No, look at his
No,
face since I told you.
I know, yeah, I know.
Ain't this shit funny as hell?
It's crazy how many people have
On there,
have
looking
made
like
it
this.
work. You know what I mean? Like, that's very cool.
Learn how to spot
I heard it first of all,
And
but
this
the
nigga
Did you see
said
that?
like this nigga.
If you know what's good for you, keep on snitching.
Oh, yeah.
It was him.
Keep your ass on
Yeah,
point.
that was,
Come on, man.
Just listen to me,
Come
bro.
on, man.
No, you just what I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure
you
you
remember
know
that?
that.
yeah.
And he came out and what's your lines? Tell me what he said.
Ain't no really got himself, so we don't get no being get away with it.
It's the being his father.
He was out there first.
He was doctor. Why would you be stripping this? I thought the whole thing was mine. My YouTube video. Oh, we got the work up here.
Nah, I'm just seeing what they're saying. No, they talking raspy. Somebody's talking raspy.
Turn around. Knees on the couch.
A lot of people add their anecdotes to your situation, and it's crazy because they'll never ever be in that situation. No matter how many anecdotes they got.
That's enough, nigga trippin', living all them niggas snitching, ain't no competition. You keep wishing while I do addition. My ambition keep the opposition in competition. Staying out the prison, yeah, the million telling you been bitching. That's enough, nigga trippin', living all them niggas snitching, ain't no competition. You keep wishing while I do addition.
I just don't think
keep the opposition in competition. Staying out the prison,
I really don't think
That's enough. Nigga trippin', slippin', all them niggas snitching, ain't no competition.
so. Like he took my photo from TNZ,
Right.
and he had slides with all the sex workers, but I had my own slide, and then it said I wonder what he did. And I'm like, okay, that's funny. I'm laughing at it, whatever. Right. I was happy I made it to the page. Right. But when I found out what it was about, like what he was mad about, I was like, he mad because he bought the car when he should have used it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, and you mad at another man for doing like, that's what's like, I'm like, respectfully. You know, yeah.
Have you heard that right now? You know, that's I'm off the community. That's Bond, artist named Bond Key out of Georgia.
Yeah, he go freestyle and everything. He go like a real hip-hop junkie. You know who Eco is? Eco is Silent Fantastic. Remember off of that show?
What it does it for me? That's what I was doing.
That's enough. Nigga trippin', slippin', all them niggas snitching, ain't no competition. You keep wishing while I do addition.
So you ran what? Combo? You ran combo guy?
Engineering extraordinary right here.
I know what you pick.
Here you go. got that picture.
Yeah, Boogie, right there, Boogie.
Are you coming back in right after this, or are you going to
Yeah.
this?
Street skirt niggas,
That's enough. Flipping all the niggas.
like, okay, if you could compare yourself to a player in the league, like,
The mission telling you
That is,
Small
I
tennis
would say, no, I would
league.
feel like Tom.
snatching in your competition. You keep wishing while I do addition. My condition for the opposition. When the opposition paying opposition. The mission telling you is the jam.
Everybody want to play offense. They want to score. Everybody want to shoot. Be sweet, but you can't be sweet on that. So I would play D on the niggas, lock their ass down.
They got full
Now they
court.
gotta come on up.
You gotta be a football, you gotta be in shape.
Now they gotta take me now. On the other end, now I'm gonna cook. Want to cook you because you're tired. You
Yeah.
hold on my jersey and hold on the shirt. Like, no.
I remember I got cooked one time. It's okay. He made it to the league though, Marcus Banks. That boy hit me with a right to left crossover. Boy. And it's crazy how you see shit coming. Like you know it's coming. And you know what I'm saying?
Still, you see
But,
it. You got
but the setup is just like, he like, wah, wah. And I'm just, and I kept going right, like he gone. I turned around like this. That nigga at the rim.
laying that boy.
I couldn't believe we was the same age. I was like,
You like,
yo,
you just a grown man.
yo, this nigga's a problem. Yo, he was so strong to our league. I used to bring the ball up like magic back in '88. You know what I'm saying?
Back to back.
Yeah, because you keep, it'll take
30
that long.
seconds.
You know, that's like, bring up the court like 92.
Yeah.
Right now.
It depends, man. Like my D1 team.
15 seconds.
Okay, we were terrible. We averaged like 50 points a game, 52 points. But my team before that, we had some
Alright,
players
5, 4, 3, 2.
Cheers. I'm having some libation today. You don't know what's on there. Drink again is in front of the camera.
Oh, see, and I'm looking up here thinking I'm from
You know, we're not.
the. You saw me.
So we get bigger fast.
You saw me try.
And then the bend down, there you go
You
again.
saw me try.
There you go again, and see your shoulder go back. So when you come through, just bend down, all the way down.
They like
Oh, no, I saw it. I
That's
see
what
it. I
covers
see
it.
it.
That's what covers it.
Big need. Days
Days of Destiny.
for destiny.
Days for Destiny. Yeah, let's speak about that real quick. Days of Destiny.
I mean, from my understanding, basically, Dates for Destiny is kind of documenting people who first started out when hoop shots first came into fruition. It's Genesis, and you know a lot of us are still going strong. This may not be something that's our main hustle, but we still, you know, like you throw that bat signal up, we coming out.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I think there's a lot of stories where I've seen it with my own eyes where a lot of people made a lot of money working with this guy. You know, and he may not be the most prompt. He might not be able to understand.
But his
You gotta
methodology,
really listen what the fuck he's saying.
methodology is on
But
point.
one thing he will do is get you in front of the right people, and you just gotta make it happen. So it's a really good story. I know Cap, you know, bought him a brand new Mustang. You know, he's living out in the desert. You know, now he on Nike commercials.
Right.
You know, he's doing
So you did
celebrity
some champion
contests. I did champion.
That was a dope commercial though.
I did Dockers. I've done a lot with hoop shots, man. Hoop shots is, and it's only $25 on my side of it.
Right.
And it's crazy how much.
It's big
Like,
big
yeah.
price now.
It's kind of like Bitcoin.
Right, exactly.
That shit going up, man. You might as well sign up right now for real.
Hoop shots coin. You know what I'm saying? So, because that's it. See, like I said, there's layers to this, and that's why he's here as a result. Because from way back then, tapping in with hoop shots, you know, led to this, and then him being who he is. Fast forward, gets in this situation as a male stripper.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been doing my homework, you know, and I watched, you know, and this is after the sports, after college,
After college.
you know, and he steady worked out, you know, because he's an athlete, and it was just already in his nature.
I just wanted to be buff, man.
Be
For real,
buff,
like,
no
I was like, for real, like that's all that I wanted. I'm like, nigga, I don't care what it takes. I had a tiny neck. I used to sit there at the gym for 2 hours with a 25 plate on a flat bench and just do this. Literally. So now my neck is like 18 and a half inches.
Yeah, that worked, huh?
That worked amazing. No, I don't look so funny.
Right.
I got a long neck anyway.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta fill out
The neck, that worked.
Yeah, you can see it ain't here. I can't really get choked out too easy.
Right. For sure.
Shout out to Dana Barber though too though.
He hooked you.
That's
Yeah,
great.
Dana Barber.
That's great.
Yeah, he put you together.
Appreciate it, okay.
So you get buff,
Mm.
you know,
That shit is hard.
you meet somebody that recognize you, right?
So like I said, up until I was about 23 years old, I'm thinking I'm going to the league. You know, and then reality kicks in. You know, so I went and got a real job. I went and used the degree.
Right.
And I hated that shit. I was so exhausted from doing absolutely nothing. It was crazy. It was
Got my
like,
degree, Mom.
I've never even opened my degree.
Right.
That's the crazy part.
Right. Most people don't even do they working doing other
I
stuff.
don't even care. Like it wasn't all the graduating and all that stuff. It was just for the people that had invested in me, and you know.
I did it, y'all.
But for me, it wasn't any, and I haven't had a real like job, a corporate job for years, but they never asked to see degree or transcripts. Not that that's a problem, but it's just funny the way things have
Well, those
evolved.
are jobs, not careers.
Right.
We get a degree so we have a career.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? One of us get a job, the journey of the road.
Yo, that shit, I was so unhappy. I didn't want to work out. I didn't want to train. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get fired. Because I need that check. Yeah, that fucking check.
Right.
So, but once that check started running out, I was in the sauna in LA Fitness in Long Beach. And this lady, she was, man,
Where you go?
she was eyeing me up and down. I'm sitting on one
Was it a black
side.
lady, white lady?
Nah, she was like I think she was Filipino.
Oh, dang.
And she wasn't making it like a secret.
Okay.
She was on me. I'm like, how you doing? And she like, you're so beautiful. I'm like, what? I'm like, thank you. You can make a lot of money. I'm like, doing what? You could be a stripper. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I was like, I'm not the guy with the towel that be.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, the thong on and shit, ass cheeks
Nah, that didn't seem masculine.
Right, no doubt.
But she was like, no, you could wear like the boxer brief or the boy shorts, and you're already tall. Your physique is on point.
Right.
I'm like, okay. I took the card, threw it on my desk, and then unemployment, they send you like once 3 months in this, they let you know, hey.
Right.
It's a wrap, nigga.
Narrowing it down now.
It's a wrap, boy. So, you know, I call the company and they tell me they're ready for me to work right away. I see the photos and I'm like, no, I'm not ready. I'm out of money. I got like maybe $100. I go to Walmart. I buy 8 mirrors. I set them up in my garage. Put my laptop on the table, and I just start watching this. I watch Sierra Riley video like 100 times.
Right.
And then I'm watching Omarion.
He said it's best in the beer.
Because
That fun.
you gotta understand, like, the difference between being a male entertainer versus a female entertainer. Women are very, very particular, and they break shit down. So you gotta come correct. You know, you can't just be like, you could be super good looking, but have a funny ass voice, and that shit, yeah, it's over. it's like
How y'all doing?
it's a galaxy, man. So in order to be successful, you have to try to cover as much as the galaxy, and for each woman that's different. So I always tell guys, especially in your 20s, don't chase women, chase excellence. Because when you get 30, you got 10 years in the gym. You got 10 years trying to figure out how to make some burger. You know, you're not behind. You know what I mean? Because honestly, to get a physique, you ought to start at 19, 20. I tell people, if you start, I'm gonna finish everything at 35. Hey, good luck. You know what I mean?
Right.
It takes time, boy. It's like a redwood tree.
Most definitely.
Like it really, like you can ask Vic. Vic will tell you the transformation. I went from like probably 185 when I met him,
Right.
to now I walk around 235, 240.
That's what you're at that weight right now?
Yeah, right now.
That's muscle weight. Muscle weight.
Actually, I'm probably like 215 right now. I'm doing okay.
The most I ever weighed was 210. That's the most I ever weighed.
Yeah, 210.
Fat ass.
210. I'll be
I was big as hell. I was like, man, hold on, man. I remember this guy said it to me. I was playing the game in Alabama. And I remember this one dude said, "You can't hoop, fat boy." Man, he didn't know it, but I cried on the inside. I said,
you fat boy?
he said, "You can't hoop, fat boy." I said, what? Man, my voice was crying on the inside. I was like, what?
Y'all didn't have to play?
Huh?
You would have to play me right then if I can.
No, I was in the game.
Oh, okay.
Playing. There was somebody on the
Oh,
side.
okay.
You can't hoop, fat boy.
So after the crowd?
Yeah, for the crowd. And I was sitting there like, but they were just trying to taunt me because I was on there cooking.
Yo,
You know what I'm saying? But I was like, I just say, damn, I'm fat.
Yo,
I think I'm busy with shit.
college crowds were the worst,
Woo.
man. Yo, I played D1. Yo, Utah State,
Black college.
they hostile. They hostile, boy. They know everything about it. They did their research. They know
Oh, man. Oh,
They know everything about you.
I had people like that at my university.
It's,
researching people.
It makes you gotta be a different person.
Shout out to Steve Bernstein.
Yeah.
It's so
shout
different
out.
girls. It's so different girls.
Is it? I'm not,
It's different for girls, why you say that?
Oh my God, because y'all talk about 210. And I was in middle school, I was like 325 pounds, and I still thought I was a shit. Yeah, okay, with a tease bang. Okay, I get it. But
Hey,
I mean, hey, something like that.
I started
like,
seeing the good coming on me. I said, I can't have that.
I used to have homies that wanted, there was a club in Long Beach called Balance.
Yeah, I remember. My lady used to talk about
Hey,
that.
I got a funny story.
Yeah.
you would have to come over.
Yup, to the bounce.
They
All right, go over there.
You got a funny story about Go Balance?
No, about being fat during the
Been
pandemic.
down, been down.
So
Don't worry about it.
I'm over to X's house. You remember Chrissy?
Yeah.
First,
Chrissy.
Mr. Mom.
Yeah.
And we by her grandmom and them. So Chrissy comes out of the room and I'm standing there and she goes, Nick's got a dead body.
Got a what?
A dead body.
Oh my God. You corpse spit. Okay.
Yo, you know the dead body, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I've heard.
That was a funny story. And that was right at in the living room so that everybody else could laugh.
Did you have a dad bod though?
Yeah. It was the pandemic, my fat ass. During the pandemic, you ain't see me.
Bro,
I went to
right.
Jersey.
Oh, right, man.
But see, I wonder if it's better to be always be fat than to be skinny and then lose it, like and be fat.
Well, I know it's stuff you can do.
I'd rather just get up and just. I always tell people if you do things that you don't like doing, eventually you'll like it.
I was gonna say too, all you do something that's uncomfortable and watch the results.
Yeah.
Like me, I used to hate the Stairmaster, and now that's my best friend.
That's how you pull up. No,
Me
that's
too.
my best friend to the.
Oh, you know my exercise, okay.
Yeah, but like, I mean, anything that requires like a certain amount of discipline. I tell people, I've competed in bodybuilding shows, and I compete in the open, so that means I get scored from all age groups. You got 35 plus, 40 plus. I can compete in any division I want to.
Right.
But I choose the open because I don't want to asterisk by, oh, he got his pro card, but it's the open. So I mean, I haven't placed out of the top 5 with like 12 national shows. I've got high as 3rd place last year off a month prep. So you gotta get top 2. So it's crazy that, you know, I tell people all the time, if you can visualize it, usually I can manifest it. If I can't see myself doing it, then I won't even attempt it. But doing shows has really told me a lot about who I am, because it's very difficult.
But is manifesting, you have to be awake though? Because like, I've had dreams I was skinny,
Well,
but I just haven't.
I came in first place. I came in first place in the Acme bodybuilding.
The Acme?
Bodybuilding contest.
But see, I had a personal trainer and everything. I've been trying to lose weight, and they told me that. But they said do whatever in the gym you like. Well, I like punching shit, and you know, like so. I was always on lifting weights and doing all that. And he said you're gonna be you're gonna have a 6-pack under your belly. Because you're not combining it with nothing.
It's in there somewhere.
He said your stomach gonna be hard as fuck.
That's why I don't really. I used to have a lot of clients, but I'm really hard to work with because I really want the best for you. So you might not like me.
Oh,
You know,
I get that though.
you might not like
Don't
me.
be disciplined on you. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna ain't no shortcuts.
It's kind of like I've had coaches before where, you know, they've gone to the end of the world for me, but when it's practice time and you mess up, you fuck up. Hey,
Oh, you.
they on you. But afterwards, everything is all good.
Duh. I had a coach that would pinch your ass.
Oh.
You know when you pinch like Coach Getty. Coach Getty, rest in peace, but you do not want to get pinched on him, so you better do your shit right, or he gonna commit something.
He had a church mother. That's church mother right there.
You can't do that shit in this day and age, though. But, you know what I'm saying?
They don't have open run no more. You can't even go anywhere like because of insurance. People are suing people now.
That's crazy, man. The world we live in.
And that's how I would gauge where I was. I would travel city to city and play the supposed best hoopers.
That's right.
I wanna see what you got in the summertime because when I meet you in the winter, I want you to remember me. You know what I mean? So we piling into the little Honda Civic. We going all over, making runs.
Right, court out.
And I'm letting them know. And I was always a bigger built guard, you know, but really fast.
How was deep?
Straps. Ramel Beck, straps. He played for the Puerto Rican national team. Steve Moore, straps. He led the state in scoring. Who else? Sheldon Pace, straps. He went to UTEP. I like you, Sheldon.
So let's get back to this Filipino lady. Was she Filipino, Vietnamese, Filipino?
I believe she's Filipino.
So you bought these 8 mirrors, rather. You bought
Bought
these
the
8
8 mirrors.
You get to dance. The training watching Sierra do all the hip gyrations and all that. And did you? Well, Magic Mike wasn't out at the time. That kind of wasn't out.
No.
That wasn't out then.
It was I think it was like it was out, but I didn't want to do no choreograph shit like that. I wanted to be like the nigga that comes in like Michael Jackson.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like from the old Soul Train type shit. When the nigga be coming like
Soul Train.
You know?
Yeah, that's Vegas like Chippy Dales. Shout out to my son, because my son, he was a host of Chippy Dales for like 6 years in Vegas. And but now he's got a show called Rock Hard out in Vegas right now at the Old Soul Hotel or something like that.
Rock hard.
Yeah, Rock Hard.
Wow.
No, listen. Listen. His son's picture
Okay, what Gary?
was on the buildings in Vegas.
Right.
Yeah.
When
His
you go
son,
down there. His son's picture when you go on the
All the
elevator.
wall,
His son was on the
billboards.
lifestyle on the.
if you didn't hear the person that was talking off screen,
When you say host, it
the
doesn't sound like
Ecor's
that.
son is on the building.
It was all the cabs, you know.
And that's good.
Yeah, so he definitely, you know, there's one thing about this kind of lifestyle is when you deal with entertainment and you deal with certain circles, you never know. I mean, there's a great possibility to end up in these kind of, you know, entanglements and engagements as you did. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is be around, and especially if you have a certain je ne sais quoi about yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
people-
the swag.
I tell people life is like high school to me. It's one big popularity contest, and it's just about likability.
Right.
Like all people say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It's more so what they know about you.
Mm-hmm.
And if people relate to
comfortable they
you,
are.
you know, they like you, they fuck with you, they fuck with you. It's like people say, oh, how do you get followers on Instagram or social media? I can't tell you that. You know what I mean? Like
That's your whole bubble. That's your bubble, your bubble.
You gotta find a lane, a specific lane, and
That's
and
compelling.
just go after it. You know, but be good at what you do. I always tell people skills pay the bills.
Most definitely do.
You know, skills will always pay the bills, so you always gotta be working on something new. You know, trying to get better. You know, I get up and do cardio because I got all these people expecting. You know, if I'm preaching a lifestyle, then I should look like that lifestyle.
Yeah, exactly, you should. Exactly, you should. So you start getting this grasping the whole concept of this hip movements and dance.
Oh, the hip
You
rolling.
know what I'm saying, the rolling and
Yeah.
that catapult you. Because you said you was down to your last $100.
I was-
You had this card. You made that call.
I made the call. I sent them pictures before, so they're like, "All right, you ready?" I'm like, "Yeah." And you know the cool thing about dance, one of my best memories about dancing is that, you know, my mother, rest in peace. My mother took me to buy my first outfit, and I remember it was a military outfit.
You still have it?
I still have it.
As you should.
Right? And when we got done shopping, she looked at me in the face and she said, "Baby, you about to make so much money." And the conviction in her eyes, I'm not really talking about. She like, trust me.
Wow, she a woman.
She knew. She like, you about to get paid. And it took about a year and a half for me to get comfortable. But after that 2-year mark,
Right.
boy,
So
it just took off.
And at that point right there, after that, fast forward after that, the 2-year mark, right? You started getting bookings, started booking more and more, right? And,
I was getting, oh man, I've done parties for mad celebs that we all know very well. I'm not gonna dox them, but
right.
you know, you never know how people are. It's funny. You see people on TV and you think they're a certain way,
They lazy.
and then when you meet them, you're like, wow,
You dirty them up.
you're a weirdo. Though. Like you just have weird like perks about you,
Right.
that like how did you get on?
Exactly.
You know,
What did you do?
like so started doing those type of parties. I really didn't get into. I remember I did this party for this lady. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but she really fell in love with me. She would have clients, and she would show her clients the videos and the photos from the show that I did for her for birthday.
Right.
And her clients would show great interest, and she plugged me like that, but it was never no onlookers or anything like that. It was just straight like what you all said. She feeling you,
Right.
Like wow, is that real? So yeah, I took advantage of it, man. I tell people all the time, listen, most beautiful women are born with that golden ticket. It took me a lot of trial and error to get that golden ticket. You don't need push-ups and sit-ups and curls and things squats I've done and books I've read. Yeah, learning how to communicate with women. Learning is not about the message, it's more about the tone. There's so much that goes into it that you think I'm not gonna go crazy when I get the candy store. Like, even if I don't like black licorice, let me give me that.
Right. Exactly.
You know, it's like I just want it, just because I can have it. And meanwhile, the chicks are looking at you like you tripping. You've been here 15 years. Of course, you cool. You know what I mean? I just got here. So once I knew that, like I tell people, I knew through social validation where exactly where I rank. And I tell people all the time, that's where a lot of people mess up. They may be AA or AAA, but they try to go to the majors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta stay in your league. If you're a G leaguer, stay in the G League. If you wanna raise up out of the G League, work on yourself.
You gotta definitely.
You always gotta work on yourself.
You gotta be that to get that.
Already.
You gotta be that to get that.
So, and that's not even on that's just on some self-love thing, because this is a vessel, this is a vehicle you get to experience life with.
Right.
It's your body. You only get one of these.
Right.
So, why not invest in, you wouldn't put 82 octane in a Lamborghini.
Right, no.
This nigga think it's true.
What I'm trying to see is, if it's live and there's some
We
people.
live right now, we live right
Okay,
now.
let's get the people that's watching. Let's talk to the people that's.
You wanna talk to him?
Watch
No,
the
we
camera.
wanna see what's
Keep
going on.
It's just
Okay,
not that
let's
deep.
get to.
Keep going in front of the camera.
What do you do?
They're not asking any questions or anything.
Okay, well let's try to interact. What format could we try to see that?
We just let's just keep the show going.
No, I'm sorry. I was just saying, but the.
They're gonna be premiering it another time with all the
I gotta
cuts.
go to the restroom anyway.
Wanna go to a break?
Yeah, take
I
a
gotta
break.
go to the bathroom.
Okay.
What people?
We on
still on.
camera, bro. I'll be right back, man. This is going some other place right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta bring this shit back in.
Oh,
I don't know
boy.
this.
Like just we vibing. You know?
No, what do you want, man? Because I
No, I'm
got.
sorry. I'm
It's
sorry.
live. The show is live,
What do
man.
you wanna do?
This has never happened right here. Whatever we doing right now has never happened in between my show. Like all my moving back and forth. We live, and then I gotta cut. Make the edits.
I apologize. I'm gonna go out.
We got.
But I was getting, because of yourself.
We're making it a ghetto doing this shit.
I apologize, but I was just trying to get, for you, is all I was saying. From when we was, because I was on, I had a TikTok on, and one of the things they say is to interact with the people that's watching.
Right.
And then I was going to be, since it's live, be like, hey, it's TikTok people, get them to say something to you, and just trying to interact like that.
But is it
all I
on
was
TikTok?
doing. I was going to, and then that's why, and that's the stuff I said to her.
But let's not interrupt the show.
I apologize, but this was coming from a positive place is what I was
I
saying.
get that.
It was all trying to help. even when I said the Rocky stuff to her, it was just, yeah.
just think about when we, like, just think about any show that's going on when we let you watch on TV, none of that's happening.
None of this happened. None of this happened. I was just thinking, you know what I thought? I thought this was.
We making it look ghetto.
I apologize. I thought, you know, I thought this was behind. I was saying, I thought this was off camera. You know what I mean? I thought I was off camera.
Yep. Oh, no, I never did. I don't even know. You better
But
sleep.
now you see, I was trying to so you want it to show. That's my thing. You understand what I'm saying? You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. You feel me?
What we at, Sarah?
From the total stream is an hour and 9 minutes.
Okay.
When y'all gonna talk about something nasty? Y'all ain't talking about nothing nasty, ain't nothing freaky. Is he here?
Yeah.
Is he here?
Yeah. I already told him.
Yeah, you gotta hit me with that.
I think he went to go grab him, actually.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, that's all people. You feel me? I was just trying to do it that way. I missaw that. But that's where I was coming from.
Right.
Was
But it's 1 more minute of this,
You know.
and then I'm doing another like 4-minute video. So when he come back from the restroom, I can go to the restroom and then we can
You want to throw my video up there?
Yeah. Is it on
I
here?
look at you like I look at him like that. You know what I mean? So I said, this people, that's how I'm looking at you. You understand what I'm coming from? Just so you know. At least you understand my the enthusiasm that's coming forward. That's all. So the more people hate on things like things, you know what I mean? Ain't what else they can do that.
Right.
Oh, you want to check on
Thank you.
All right, I had some notes real quick for y'all, for you.
Right here? Okay.
Remember when you said the basketball?
Okay, boom. That's on now, so I
I think down, it's like, just so fill it out so people know.
Right.
The kids now are doing the points for sport like you doing. That's why you.
What is it focused on sets?
Yeah, it focus on doing sets and not working, not hooping, because Kobe said do sets, like what you got them to do and what you was doing when you was looking at scoring 8 points per quarter. So I want you to bring it back to that for basketball. And then, I know it would be some dance footage you need to get.
For me?
Well, yeah, later in post with her, with that. So I leave it alone from there, but you understand, some footage of you.
You want me to bring it
The
back
people want that, yeah.
to the kids?
No, to him, to put in post of a show or anything with you with the shit, that's what these people want to see. Equals people.
They want to hear the free shit.
That's what I'm saying, equals people, and that's why I was going at, equal, you see what I'm saying? Going off what you said, and then what he said about his people, I'm listening to what y'all had told me. So now I'm getting, that's what these people was at. And another thing I wanted you to say something about, when you start talking about the dancing, even myself, I want you to know that the little moves and
I
shit,
need to
you
make
know
a
what
pact
the
with you
moves
right
is
now.
called.
I need to make a pact with you.
I ain't saying nothing else.
No more going this way.
No more going that
No more
way.
going that way.
That's it. No more going that way. And that's all you have to say. But the moves when you do the dancing, talk about that a little more in depth for us people who I want to know how to do that move. Like to me, it's like the hezzy, the basic step thing that the dancers that you guys had to do. You talked about that. I think people want to hear that. So we go into that a little bit.
Do me a favor also, when you're talking, either I move this closer to your face or whatever, but no, you can leave it right here. I don't want to make it uncomfortable for you, but just so you can get kind of closer to, yeah. Let's see, it's leaning. Can you put your water bottle on this side of it? Yeah. So you want, cause you cool, you chill, you be soft spoken. Not saying you soft
And
spoken,
I
but.
had to turn that,
It sounds like.
Yeah, when that came on, I heard that
Huh?
come
It
on.
sounds like it's money.
No, it just sounds like, he
No, I had to turn the air.
we is at the house and we don't supposed to listen to this conversation.
And I had to turn the air doctor down too.
Yeah, I turned it down because I had to raise his mic up because it was
We gonna
it's a lot going on.
get it flowing. Vic, you straight?
Yeah.
So, because Kobe said it's not about the reps, it's about the sense. I think it's about playing. I think it's about hooping.
No, that's what
Getting on the bus,
who said
traveling.
that? That's
But they don't do it no more. You know why? Because of the liability, the insurance. People sue now. Kids get hurt at the park.
No, but what's going on is the kids is just like you, but they hybrid. He coming out saying, I'm about to score 13, because you know what I'm saying?
You want one more video or you going back? You want
no,
another 2 minutes?
No, we'll go back.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You got
Well,
28
they
minutes, 20 seconds, sorry.
All right.
That's why I'm picking.
But if you're gonna talk, you have to come over here so it can be on the mic,
That's why I'm not
okay?
gonna come over there no more.
Alright, cool? Okay.
Yeah. You man packed already.
Yeah, see, I got A+ is now equal. You heard that trying to test me?
Oh, I wasn't even here.
I'm
I
not
didn't
saying you, boo, I'm just saying. She said to me equal, she said, you want, you got forward into the mic. And I said, no.
I've known her 20 years.
Huh?
I've known her 20 years.
Oh, really?
Plus. 20 years plus.
Alright, you ready?
Alright,
Alright, you ready?
Yes.
In 3, 2, 1.
Shout out to Glenda in the studio right now too. She's been over here just chilling, you know what I'm saying? She came in with Flash, you know, so we want to give her a shout out too. So thank you for tapping in and coming over here with us.
She got that good job. She get me on TV.
Right. So it's a big,
So
it's
she
a
was
Brazilian Glenda in the world, so y'all know what's going on. You
We
know.
can produce on the
But
other
anyway,
side.
hold on. So, hold on.
She's
So-
gorgeous.
Glenda is A1 like the sauce. So I like that on social media, you know, really pragmatic, keep me on point, you know, and that's rare.
Yeah.
It's really
want to
important.
keep people on point.
Right. It's good, but you know, we always gotta have somebody like that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh wait, shout out to sobriety,
Okay.
because this right here is that luxury, that Grey Poupon coffee, right?
The Grey Poupon of
Hey.
coffees.
This is out of Milan. You already know what comes out of Milan, sobriety. And they have a brick and mortar downtown. I believe it's on 4th. What street is that place?
4th and Main.
Like 4th and Main, right?
They had a whole big
Yo,
facility.
you gotta go check them out. Real Italian. Sorority in the building.
There it is. Check that bottle out. Kinda got that look of, put you in mind of Krispy Kreme donuts, so you can eat this with Krispy Kreme donuts.
It looks like a red stripe Bible to me. You know, like the red stripe? Jamaica, man.
That thing
It's Jamaica.
That bottle is yours equal if you want to.
that bottle look like it costs like $13.
Yeah, exactly. It's that Air One.
You know it's quality.
For sure. So we back with Flash, and we getting into we slowly like grinding into this. You know what I'm saying? I know it still, you know, you want to get to the shit. Like, don't rush on that. Do you want to rush sex? You know what I'm saying?
No, you
And
gotta
put them
warm
on
up their
baby
vehicle.
signal.
Niggas don't be warming up their vehicles properly.
They sure
They
don't.
run right.
They sure don't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta take your time. It's a gorge there. That gorge has to be filled up first. And you know, a lot of them don't even know about that gorge.
You gotta, you know,
It's gotta be filled up.
go out there. My mother used to send me out to the car in the morning. Go warm the car up. 15 minutes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. We have to do that too in Detroit for the winter time.
Right.
Warm that car up.
So it's the same thing with the women. Like I tell dudes, one of the big mistakes that men make, and I really want to say this for you guys, if she agrees to come to your house, relax.
You don't gotta rush nothing.
It's over.
You don't have to do nothing. Just relax.
You just gotta relax.
Even if nothing goes, it's all good.
No. Something's gonna go.
He's like, no.
Something's gonna go.
Mhm.
If I get you to the crib, it's you.
You already see
You
it
know,
already.
and make sure if you really want to be ultra, have you some nice dishware, have you some curtains or some, blinds, bathroom clean.
Oh, most definitely, that your toilet
Bathroom
has to be
definitely
clean.
clean.
Around the bottom of the
They go
toilet.
look.
All of it.
They go
All
look in
of
the
it.
shower. Wipes are always good. Even if they're cheap, at least you try. Paper towels.
Nice roll, toilet paper. man.
Candles.
You smell good. Make sure your house smells good.
Right,
You know,
because
fragrance.
you want them to be comfortable. And me, I'm buying everything new. All the bottles are brand new.
Mm.
That way you can make your own drink if you want,
Right.
or you can sit here and watch me make your
Right,
drink.
exactly, so you'll still feel some type of way.
That-
Like you've been diddy.
That's a gentleman.
Yeah. That's a gentleman's twist, right?
So they won't feel like they've been diddy.
Yo, that just that alone will impress probably 70%. Will be like, wow,
Most definitely.
like this nigga that
That's
tried to
crazy,
get
being
me.
clean, it just.
Cleanliness is the close of godliness.
Listen,
Cleanliness is the close of godliness, you know.
And if you clean, if you already a clean person, like,
I love to smell good.
Shouldn't be a problem.
You know what I'm saying? I love to smell good.
mm, you always smell good.
don't have like crazy leather sofas and just make sure the bathroom match. It's not like a yellowish, gray solid broke out.
Yeah.
Because they hide dirt.
Right. Good job.
Just one question, I'm sorry, sir, because I always wanted to know, like, I've asked Ecor this before, but like, guys that look like y'all, do y'all prefer to go out with your woman so everybody can, so you can go out and, like, I can sport around? Or are y'all secret homebodies? Do y'all like to, like, be intimate and sensual with your woman versus going out?
I'm like half and half. 'Cause I like to be out at certain moments with my lady, and then I like to, definitely like to be home chilling and shit. You know what I'm saying? She cook a good meal for us, we kick back and just, relax. And just, cuddle or some shit, knock it down.
I think that has changed with each, like, 5 years of my life.
Mm.
There was a point in time where I'm an Aries, so I have a hard time sitting down anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
for real.
Like, I really be having to, like do something, nigga. Like, I gotta go.
My birthday, April 8th.
April 8th.
My brother, my big brother, April 10th.
But I found that most women really don't care to have a conversation with you. You have to really, like, that's what I tell chicks. If anything at all, when you leave me, you'll be better. And I say that because I'm gonna teach your ass.
I'm gonna add some value to you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make you better for the next. And not many men can say that. You may say fuck you, nigga, but for real, I'm gonna show you how to make some bread.
Wow.
I'm gonna show you how to be resilient.
Exactly.
I'm gonna show you how to overcome things
Because
because
motivate you. Keep you
that's my whole life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no better thing than showing someone. You could all day I can tell you how great the fuck I am.
I tell people that
You know what I'm saying?
I can show you, but I can tell you.
Right. If you're great, everyone else will tell you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta tell nobody.
that. Hey, I'm great. Look, I'm
No, nigga.
What about these alpha women, though?
I don't even know what an alpha
Okay.
is. I don't even know what an alpha
Okay.
man is.
That's- An alpha woman is like, when I hear that,
I know
I
it
hear
is.
that. That's what I hear. When I hear alpha woman, I hear like massive
Masculinity.
massive debt too.
I hear
Because
masculinity.
you got all these degrees to make you, like, you're not better than me. And I say that respectfully. I say that in a way because if we sleep at home at night and somebody break in the house, you're not gonna get up.
You ain't doing none of that.
You're not gonna get up and go,
You like, honey.
I gotta go see what's up.
Most definitely.
And you get to tell the story of how brave I was.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Exactly.
So, by default, just because of that, I have to give my life up.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be better than me.
None at all.
I don't give a fuck how many degrees you have.
None of that.
You know what I mean? It's like,
You can't be the biggest bosom in the house.
mm-mm. Just because I put and I tell chicks too, like, yo, depending on how you dress, you put my safety at risk.
Mm.
No more.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got dudes that don't give a shit about none of that.
at all. And me, I'm not playing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's
We're
like,
not buying.
you know what I mean?
Not
Goddamn,
buying.
like, what's up with all the familiarity?
So don't put me in that situation. Because
Don't
my
put
life,
me in
my
that
life is that,
situation.
or it's not you with the next dude after I'm gone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You may do him the same way because you wanna just have your ass all showing everything. You know. It's time and place for that.
It is. It is.
It's time and place for it. You know.
But I mean, the dopamine from the internet right now is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
So that's just
Especially with the story you got.
like fentanyl. Oh man,
Especially the story you got.
I just want
that.
to
You
know
know,
how they
I would
went.
have
We gonna find out.
Oh, I'm excited. I'm like,
So we there. So I mean,
You got the call from. You get the call.
I get the call from one of my dancers at like 3-something in the morning, and he's like, "Hey, I got a show for you. My clients seen your picture and they like you." I'm like, "I got a barber appointment, and my barber is like highly sought after."
Right.
So I don't like
I'm
missing.
a barber, so it's
You know what I mean? It's like I gotta wait. So he's like, "Yo, they said they give you 500." I'm like, "Wait."
I'm doing it already. I'm going. Oh, shit.
A minute later, a female called me up. "Hey, my husband and I, we love the way you look these like photos." And I'm like, "Oh, you know, I love to come, but I have to shut that shit down. We'll give you 1,500 to come." I'm like, "What?" Man, send me the address. I'm out of here. I had a chick in the bed asleep. I told her, she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm about to go make some money." She's like, "Huh?" I didn't even say that else.
Right.
I had to turn the phone off for a little bit, dude. That motherfucker's going off. I'm like, she'll go to bed eventually.
Don't come back with a bag, bro.
I'm like, 1,500? I put that shit in Google Maps. I'm like, 46 minutes. I'm like, let's go.
1,500, that's easy.
Let's go. It's 3 a.m. It's an easy trip to go here.
For sure.
So, as I get to La Cienega, I exit
Long Beach.
I'm coming from Long Beach. So I get to the exit La Cienega. I get a text like, "We need you to bring baby oil. Johnson and Johnson only." I'm like,
ain't nothing J&J.
where am I gonna get baby oil at 5 a.m.? It's like 5 a.m.
Right.
I'm like, fuck, I'm driving, and that's what I'm thinking. She's like, "If you can't find Johnson and Johnson, don't come." I'm like, bitch, that's just true. I'm out here. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
But I gotta get this 15.
Okay.
So, 24-hour CVS on La Cienega. If you're going up north of La Cienega, it's on the left-hand side. Pull
That
out.
rodeo right there?
Yeah. It's past rodeo. So
Okay.
once you exit the 10, you make a right.
Okay.
You go La Cienega on the left-hand side.
Oh, exit 10. Then I said, yeah. No, that's what it is.
CVS.
Yeah.
How did they find? They find you? Saw your work?
Nah, they saw my picture
Oh wow. Okay.
from another dancer.
Okay.
So the dancer that they saw my shit from, I think they were tired of him because him and his wife, they were like swingers and they were like some weirdo couple. Like, that's how we was talking about Vampire in Brooklyn. The nigga used to have a perm, just like Vampire in Brooklyn.
Oh my god. Like
So-
Bernine from Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Like, had the weirdest shaped body, big back, big shoulders, no arms.
And he was dealing with them.
Yeah, it was
They
crazy.
liked him at first.
It was crazy. And so he's the one that like put the shit in motion.
Right.
But she called back and I'm like, damn, I'm there.
But he could have hated on you too, and that, like, man, he set you up with that.
I think he was trying to figure out a way to stay around. Cause he's that type of nigga.
Right. Still stay
You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to figure out a way to be valued by the great niggas and stuff.
Right.
And that's how I got there, because they both told me it was a show, so I had my bag and everything, you know, I'm ready to go. And I stopped at the CVS. I find the racks is fucking empty, dude. I'm like, Damn, all they got is big ass bottles of Johnson & Johnson.
Right, you took for the little baby, the normal size one.
I mean, I'm not trying to be that thrifty, but I was like, fuck it. I just bought 3 big ass, like 32 ounces.
Right, do the math.
There was some ash ass babies around there.
Yeah. But you know, you gotta think about it. I did the math. So 50 on gas. You know, the baby oil probably like $30. I'm still 1,400. To me, that's a
That's a
definite.
win-win.
I'm still winning. So I get there, and I let her know that I'm there, and she's like, "Come in, tell the security 14," and like they pointed me direction. I went down, got on the elevator, like literally like 2x2 elevator. So I'm sitting on an elevator like this. 14th floor, opens up. I walk down the hallway, and to the right is the door. I knock on the door, and I'm like, okay, I'm here. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker nice. You gotta think, you go ahead. Like, it's funny, I grew up in the projects. When I go spend the night at my friend's house in like 6th grade, they got a house and shit.
Right.
Tree house and
Right.
like,
You like, this is.
I'm like, this is like a sitcom.
Right, exactly.
Like these rich niggas.
Like, yeah. Hey, for real, like, hey.
Y'all got your own room?
You over there Ricky Schroeder house.
Yo, because
Silver spoons.
the 14th floor, it was just that condo.
Right.
And it was like 421 North Doheny, Suite 14, I believe. And I remember knocking on the door, and I got all these thoughts going in my head, because her voice is resonating with me. I'm like, damn. So I'm hyped. You know, she opened the door. I'm like, slow. I'm like, whoa. Yeah. And she had a wig on, too. But it was the wig, like, you know, like they do the reenactments on Street TV.
Right.
All the dramatizations.
The big black glasses and shit.
But despite that wig, and it was like a red cherry, like a cherry auburn reddish wig. It was long past the shoulders.
That's a James Bond shit.
I'm like, damn, that shit. But I just kept looking at her. I'm like, damn, she tall. She was like, hi. I'm like, damn. But I'm looking at her because I'm like, you know, I like yellow bones.
Right.
Ever since, you know, for a long time. So I'm like, man, I can do a show for you. This is all going on inside of my head.
Right.
I got the poker face on the outside.
It ain't no real, like no big,
Nah.
bad built body type.
Nah, it's all good.
You're like, this is sweet.
Come in. I'm like, so where do you want me to address that? She said, oh, you gonna be needing that.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, okay. So now, we're not playing roulette. We're playing baccarat. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what you mean I won't be needing that? You know what I'm saying? So, she's like, you won't need that. We don't. Let me talk to you. So we sit down on the sofa, and I notice when you walk in, you have the sofa right here, and you have the balcony, the shades, it's opened up. I can see the Beverly Center. I can see Cedar Sinai. You can see that, you know, that crazy ass intersection?
From the movies.
Right, that weird ass intersection. It's like, damn, what a view. So I sit down, I sit in the middle of the sofa and turn to my left. She sits on the far left and turns to her right. And she asks, let me see her, can I see your phone? So I'm like, okay, here, takes my phone, she turns it off. I'm like, wow, they really somebody.
Right.
There's some days she really
Right. Next level shit.
I give her the phone, and then she's like, so my husband and I, she goes into the sales pitch. You know, he's a voyeur, he likes to watch, he likes to give instruction to men while they basically, you know, they do what he tells them, what they hear.
Right.
Are you okay with that? I'm like, look, are we gonna fuck?
questions.
If you got-
You would probably
How
ask.
was her reaction? You said that. How was her reaction?
Her reaction was like, she smiled. She smirked a bit. And I'm like, she's like, possibly. She said, let's just see how it goes. I'm like, damn.
The price gonna
I didn't
go
buy
up.
no condoms. I'm like, I'm not very back.
Right, right.
In my head, that's how I'm thinking in my head. Like, I don't give a fuck. And I'm not
Not very
very
back
back.
in this.
I don't need that type of anxiety.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking like, damn, I hope they got something. Right?
Most
So
definitely.
after she vets me, she's like, all right, you can help me something, anything on the coffee table. They had drugs galore. Any like an assortment, nigga, like whatever you want.
Whatever
Section
your
off.
down is.
Right. I
No,
was
no,
always.
Right.
I'd already had my shit rolled up.
No, they had some fire weed though.
I don't
I
take
ain't
shit.
trusting you.
I don't fuck around like that. Nigga.
Right. And I ain't see
When I first came to Cali and I used to be smoking my weed and I be talking to niggas and they'd be like what? Cause where I'm from, if you smoke weed, you have weed.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
It's like everybody breaks out their own
Oh,
weed
weed,
and
right.
we smoke it. So I'm not used to, I don't know, you might be licking butthole.
Right, right, right.
I don't know anything, you know. You might not wash your hands.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's why, like, I'm getting it.
I do
And with
that.
females, if they have on lipstick,
Yeah, I
lip
definitely
gloss.
run that with some people. Right.
So I'm like, if you smoke weed, then you should have weed. So I don't really feel bad about it.
Right.
I'd rather give you some weed to smoke before I share mine.
Right. But they had all kinds of shit in that too.
Nigga, that shit was like the fucking a pharmacia.
Damn.
Smorgasbord.
Yo, they had anything you want.
Damn.
And I got so lit, and I was tired. I fell asleep
Oh man.
for like an hour probably. I woke up, and I woke up with the blunt halfway gone, and I noticed the music was off. So I'm sitting on the sofa. I'm like, man, I'm still good. So I'm like, where the music was playing at? So I see the laptop. So I get up. I walk towards the laptop, and I go to press the space bar to, get it to
Right, exactly.
wake up.
Play some more music.
And I'm talking about before I could get my finger back from the space bar, she had came out the room and slammed the laptop shut.
Damn.
Talking about, please don't touch anything. I was like, wow, that was.
What you think? What you think she's standing for? Why you think she's standing?
I think they was watching me.
Video and yeah.
I think they was watching me to see, cause that was the first time they dealt with me.
Right.
So they want to
How
see
you
if I'm
gonna
gonna
get
steal
Right,
some shit,
right.
if I'm
Like I don't get out
taking
of that.
pictures or.
Do you think whatever you selected was gonna knock you out? Cause you didn't know what it was. You think whatever it was kind of like an experiment?
Nah, I wasn't really worried about that. I
You
was.
drink nothing over there?
Hell no, I have my own water bottle.
Okay.
When I pack my bag, I have 3 water bottles.
Okay.
So I have a towel, I have a deodorant stick,
Right.
I'm ready to go.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I thought it was gonna be something like that. And, because usually when I would do a job like that, I've been hired before where I worked at Beverly Hills Hotel, where guys hire me to do his wife's birthday.
Right, right.
And she'll be in the chair, I'll do the show, boom, 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 and I get her nice and ready, and then that nigga will come in and he'll give me the head nod, and I'll make my exit. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of shit I'm used to. I've done that before.
Right.
But the shit that they wanted me to do, I was like, wow, this is different. Because I was never even in college thinking like, yo, we finna run the train. I'm like,
Right.
I'm good, my nigga.
Right.
Oh, what you think you niggas got AIDS or something? Like,
Trying to be in the room with two dicks.
no, it's like 3, 4 niggas with like a bopper. I'm like,
Yeah, I ain't done all that. I'm good on all
I'm
that.
like, y'all niggas is tripping.
Tripping.
Mm-mm.
You're right, none of that.
Oh, you think you niggas got shit? I don't know, but if all y'all finna do that, y'all niggas got it.
Y'all got problems.
At this point, you still didn't know who you were there to see, right?
I knew who I was there to see when I hit the space bar.
Gotcha.
Because when the screensaver came up, it was the Bad Boy logo.
Right.
And so when I saw the Bad Boy logo, I'm like, this is some
Did your dick get hard?
Mm-mm.
Okay, no.
When I saw the Bad Boy logo,
No, I'm just saying, like, it's like, this is some big league shit.
Mhm.
Like, I think if I had a penis.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, niggas would never believe this shit. I'm like, man, I felt like, Mike Jones.
Come, I'm 18.
Back then,
Now I'm hot you all around me.
but to me, it was so unbelievable. It was so surreal that I'm like, ain't nobody gonna believe this shit.
Right.
So I would tell the story, and the thing about the story is that I've never deviated at all, because the truth is the truth.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like,
Facts over
I can tell this story 100 million
Grandkids, my
times.
great
It's gonna
grandkids.
be the same every single time. Every single time. And I remember after about an hour, she came and got me. She's like, okay, we're ready for you.
Mm.
So she came out in a white robe. And then when we got in the room, I'm already out. I'm already in my tank top. I got Levi's, Gucci belt. I wore Tim's to every party because I could blade inside.
Right.
So I get in the room. She comes out the robe. She got this spirally white lingerie thing on, halfway on the body. So this half of the body, but the left side is all wrapped spirally. This side all naked. Crazy, like I'm like, whoa.
The badass outfit.
Shit. Talk about it. I was
You
like,
like this?
whoa.
I'm getting paid for this.
Nigga. And then so I get into the room, and as soon as you walk to the room, the bed is right there.
Right.
To the right, it's like a little, about an 8-9 foot pathway. And in the corner, it's a nigga sitting in the chair, in like a lazy boy chair. And I could barely see him.
Right.
But I could see him enough to know to say, hey, this nigga with no pants on.
Damn.
What?
This nigga was naked. No pants, no
Oh
towel, no drawers.
Look, mom, no hands.
Just
Okay.
I'm talking about sitting in the chair like this. Right? But he had Celine glasses on, a black hoodie with the face pulled real tight,
Mm-hmm.
and what else? Celine and the black bandana.
Wait, so what they're saying that happened with on yours, like the
Yeah.
so he had glass, so the bandana was it tied to
No, the
the
bandana was like this.
Across the eye.
across the eyes and the shades were
No,
over.
the shades were over his eyes.
Mhm.
The bandana was across his nose like this, and then the hoodie was pulled.
And you had no idea who it is at the time.
No, I knew who it was
Oh,
by
you
then
did?
because
Okay.
I saw the laptop.
Okay.
Mhm.
And when I walked in, I could see the stature of the nigga's about 6 foot.
Right.
You know,
Right.
250. I'm
Yeah,
like,
this is that.
wow.
You're like, damn, I can't believe this shit. Like, dog, it like, yo.
Nah.
Yeah.
Mom
No.
and dad got together at the
No.
right time of life, boy.
That was crazy. But when I was like, damn, that's Cassie.
Right.
Like, whoa.
Like, this is not
Like,
happening.
nigga,
This is.
stop playing with me.
Cut it out.
Like,
How is her body?
perfect.
Flawless.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
no disrespect to my lady at all. This is a long time ago. This is prime Cassie. She
Right.
was
So
like
you gotta
20.
respect it.
This is
happening.
It
shades
was-
on the side head.
Yeah. And she was, man, perfect.
Tall, you say too.
She was nice and about 5'8".
Oh, that's a nice height.
About 5'8", boy. Hey, and she had the belly button ring. It was
My
it
Facebook
was a
live.
pear-shaped diamond hanging from the top to the bottom. That just set it off. White nails. Man.
White nails, I understand.
Yeah.
It was like, they weren't white, they was some other color, I forgot what it is. It's like a foggy white.
Okay.
I forgot what it's called.
Like an eggshell?
It's, what's that color called? It's like a foggy white. I forgot what it was, but it was.
Oh, winter white.
Winter.
It could be winter white is a little like it's like a white person with a tan. That's how the best way I can describe it.
I think it starts with an A. But
That's what she was wearing.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably a popular brand that she wears. You know, that like
Mhm.
on that level wears and shit.
yeah, she was
She's well put together.
she man.
What did they? Knowing where you were and knowing who it was it some type of performance anxiety that
Oh,
you could have
yeah.
had? Yeah. Okay.
Oh, definitely. So we get into it. So we start to role play, and she takes my shirt off. You know, he's doing the narration. He's like, yeah, you like that nigga? Huh? He big and swole, man. Big old big niggas. You like him like that, huh?
No way.
Swear to you. And I'm like, I'm listening, and they're going back and forth. She's like, yes, daddy. Like, he's right. Like, oh, I can't believe it. Thank you. He's like, yeah, you're welcome. He like, oh, that nigga up, you know what I'm saying? So she take my
You
shirt
said
off.
all that nigga up,
This is like the Testify comment
This is
video.
crazy. This is Diddy. For y'all those that's tapping in, this is Diddy saying this shit. Let's go.
Yeah, that's it. So he's basically seeing if she's turned on, and she's going along. It's like role play. It's
Right.
like fucking Shakespeare.
Right.
And I'm just sitting there listening, like, okay. And she's like, yeah. No, he's like, you must see that nigga dick, pull that shit out.
Did they appear to be on drugs though? Like, did they seem like they was like high or something? They talking fast or they moving on like Bobby Brown jaw and all that shit?
The only thing that made it seem like he was on drugs was with the rapidness he was beating off. Because as he's telling her this, he's pleasuring himself.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
So is that the baby oil for his
Yeah.
traction? Like you know, for him?
Mhm.
So
Oh
he's
wow! That's I was always trying to figure out because females we don't like baby oil like that. That messes fuck your pH up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But it had to be for
So
wow.
he probably messed her pH up so bad.
He was going to work, but he would, you know, he just felt like, yeah, he like to pull that shit out, and then he's like, go ahead and put it in your mouth, play with it.
How did you feel though, like as a man in the room at the time? And I know your sexuality, you know, you're comfortable with yourself, whatever. But just how did that was your first rodeo?
With that type of
That
situation?
type of situation?
Oh yeah.
So how did that feel, you know, as a man, like this, you know?
It wasn't comfortable. The way that I was positioned though, I knew I had enough time in case a nigga did something where I could fend him off.
Right.
You know what I mean? 'Cause I could see him over my left shoulder, out my ribs, sitting
Right.
down. He wasn't directly behind me.
Okay.
He was off to the angle like this. I could see him. You know what I mean? Like I glanced back every now and then, just to see.
What he on?
When when y'all was fucking, was she looking at you?
So no,
So they wasn't fucking yet out there.
So no, we wouldn't fucking. So after we warm her up, I start warming her up. He gets up, he doesn't say anything. He walks to the bathroom. He walks past the exit to the living room, walks to the bathroom. He turns the light on. The whole room is dark. Shades are drawn, candles, everything. Turns the light on, comes out, and literally like a professional frisbee player flicks the gold condom in the air, and I'm looking at that
It's a
bitch.
magnum, right?
It's a magnum.
Right now,
That
it's
shit was slow motion. And I'm looking at that bitch, and it lands from my right hand.
That's crazy.
Perfect throw.
Perfect. Like 15, 20 feet. Like,
I can see the animated thing of this.
We gotta do a video, make a reenactment of this shit. Like I said, we gotta cut the whole story like
Say it one more time. So how did you do it? How did you
Like,
have
it
it?
was professional for the flick of the wrist, the way that I was looking at that bitch. Like, it's kind of like the last second shot when Ray Allen hit it for
Right.
8.
No.
He like, bang, bang. I'm like, damn, this shit landed right on my like perfect. I'm like, oh, Now that's when the heart rate starts to increase. I'm like, okay, shit's real. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's ecstasy. These are good. These got extra little.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
They got that boom, boom.
I was trying, but every time I'm getting close, the beating of the dick
throwing you off.
He's just increased. It's just hard and hard. I'm telling you, it's like John Henry versus the Machine.
Shout out to John Henry.
Yeah, you trying to win, boy.
You trying to win.
Yeah, so I'm struggling.
Get a water break.
I'm struggling. I'm like half mast. I'm like almost in, but not. You know.
He was heavy.
Heavy, but not like hard.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
in between stages.
Yeah.
I ain't soft, I ain't hard, just heavy.
Right.
Blood rushing there.
My nigga hops up. Like mad. Hops up, storms out, busts that left out the door. Before he exits, he says, "Dick better be hard." Loud as fuck.
This shit is wild.
Wait a minute,
This shit is wild.
Wait, so he knew that it was like in between steps?
Cause he can see me.
So he
He's
didn't
like
watch it,
right,
oh, my
like
God.
the bed is right here. He's like right here.
This is what he do. This is what Diddy do.
Wait, so she didn't, was she responding? Was she doing anything?
So after he left out the room, after he said that, I looked at her and she looked at me, but she didn't say anything. But her eyes told me like Bambi, relax, it's okay.
It's
type.
okay. Oh, wow.
Dang.
Like she brought me back. Like I was like, oh shit.
Kind of like Dua.
$150 this nigga. So,
Right,
you know, like,
I think first of all,
That
turn the
nigga's
volume
scared.
down on your masturbation.
right.
He still got that blade on me. You know, see him.
And you know, she was always she was really nice, accommodating, very friendly. That's why it was weird to me when she said that she was like really under the influence of like dope and shit. It was
Right.
like I'm not getting off on nobody that ain't really
All the way here with it.
yeah.
So she was fully aware of what's going on?
Oh yeah, cause she gave me the rundown when I got there. She set me down. She took the phone. She turned it off. She told me what was gonna happen. It seemed like I don't think she orchestrated. I just think she had very very specific instructions on how this is supposed to go and how to move. And
So you don't think it was because she was, not because she was under influence, but not because she was complicit, it's because it's what she was told?
I think hell yeah. I mean, if you the place that I went to that I seen them, like I couldn't even imagine how these are like $50,000 a night.
Right.
$50,000?
Like, yo, some of these places are retarded.
They been in back little areas and like neighborhoods. I mean, in neighborhoods they be like doing
Tucked off.
houses and stuff. You talk
Like
up. You know they exist over
the
there.
Mondrian.
Mm-hmm.
Like that nigga had he bought all of
The floor?
the whole floor.
Just
Yeah.
to go all out. You don't want to get know that.
Yeah, it was
But how does that make, how did it make you feel though? You be that one person, they could invite anybody in the world like there that
Yeah,
night.
but you know, through the hookup, they like this picture.
it literally was based off a picture.
Wow.
And I remember that picture too. It's funny. It was like
You still got that picture?
yeah, I'll send it to you. It's I was like 25.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it on there,
Funny.
on the post, you'll see it.
Damn, so he left out the room, so now she gave you the Bambi.
She gave me the Bambi eye. She did the comfort thing and touched me.
I was gonna say she's touching on your stuff.
Yeah, no, but she's touching on my chest, like and just stroking me in my face or whatever.
I
And
never kissed her like that.
I sucking on Jiggy, so no disrespect.
Was she mama bear to the monster?
Hmm?
Was she mama bear to the monster?
Was she hairy or was she,
Nah, everything was, it was
clean?
super just,
She kept the heels on all the
Wow.
time.
it was my whole time. Like that big.
Yeah, this was only like 6'2".
She was pretty tall. She was pretty tall.
So when he came back in the room, he was
So-
knocking her views.
So when he
Corey.
so he came back in the room probably, I don't know actually when, but I know when I heard the beating off sounds again, I was probably about 20 strokes in. I just really started to find a groove.
Wow.
You know how you fight. You like, all right, it might take like 6, 7 to get fully in, and then you get the groove. Like I'm finding the groove, and then all of a sudden I hear it.
What is that doing?
But
Turn on there.
uh,
Give me just a second.
yeah,
Pause for
yeah.
a second. But we're gonna cut this out in the edit. Can you make sure that can you turn it on?
Don't get me wrong, we're leaning. Don't pretend this is perfect.
That business thing.
See who big.
All right, and 3,
We
2,
almost
1.
like 10 minutes. So,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Where was we at? What part was we at?
When I was, you said that, I said that, she was, no. We was talking about when she was touching on you and everything.
Yeah.
And she got you comfortable and then and I said by the time you walked up, you said
Oh.
he's over there still stroking. You know what I'm saying?
So check this out. So I'm in it. I'm good. I'm like, oh man, I'm getting paid for this too. I'm like, good job, D. You fought through these mental obstacles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm happy with myself. And then all of a sudden I hear the noises again. I'm like, oh shit. But I didn't see him walk back in.
Right.
But I gotta see you walk back in.
Right.
Pussy was not that good, nigga. I wasn't blinded. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, this thing got a trap door. Because he literally ended up right in the same place again.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, just straight to my mother. I was like, oh.
It was like a poof.
That nigga was, it was
Let
crazy.
me ask you a question. What's the, on a scale of 1 to 10, what you rate her sex, her game?
Her
sex.
overall,
Yeah.
everything top, everything.
Yeah.
Like 6.
Damn.
6.
Was she like a parking lot with no cars?
Is it starfish?
Nah, it's not. It's. She wasn't a starfish, but it's just you have women that are like it's reciprocate. She's just
Because she's so
just,
pretty.
She's just so pretty. It's like niggas don't even
They don't care as long as they get it.
Yeah, they're just like
That's how a lot of women are, you know.
Like,
Were
it
you
was-
feeling that she couldn't be that much into it because he was watching?
Nah.
Oh.
Nah, because like the reason why, well, I flaked on 3 times at the end because I was seeing someone I couldn't get out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
But the last few times I saw him, he had got frustrated because she was enjoying herself. So he like left out the room, out the hotel. Like they had like a big ass hotel suite at the Beverly Hills.
Was that the same hotel that he dragged her at? Was that the same one?
No.
No,
Okay.
no, River Hills. I remember the name.
It was downstairs. I remember that, and that shit was huge, like huge. And he got frustrated. And by this time he had only was wearing like the masquerade ball mask. So, you know, he went from
Spooky shit.
Yeah, he is wearing the masquerade mask. So,
Like a macabre masquerade
Yeah.
one? You know, like the real, like
Nah.
Edgar Allan Poe shit?
Nah, just a fish
Just a
shit.
regular one.
Oh, okay, that's a regular
Like
Mardi Gras
like
type
a
shit.
Avenger or
Okay.
some shit.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
like Zorro.
Like Zorro, okay.
Thanks. This is my last question. I'm stopped. But I just really want to know, would you have charged more if you knew who it was at first?
Hell no.
Okay.
$1,500 was a blessing. I was like, what?
I feel
What
you.
was your normal rates?
$500 to show up for a show.
Okay.
So I get 500 in tips. I usually would do like 8 to 1,000 per show, 4 or 5 shows a week.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But 1,500 was like, what?
Right, run that.
Let's do it.
Right.
And then I Googled the address. I'm like, Beverly Hills. I'm like, oh, I don't know. This is, you don't pass these opportunities.
Right,
Like,
right.
you know, she went from 5 to 15, like, now.
Okay.
Fuck your
That's-
haircut, nigga.
Okay, fuck the haircut. Big get $40.
We so high, we don't care about none of that.
Man, and they would call me at like 2, 3 in the afternoon. Well, not they. She'd always call, and she'd say, "Hey, you free later?" And then later was never 11, 12.
Oh, they some late
Maybe
night.
like 3 o'clock, nigga, 4.
4:30, 4:45 in the morning.
And
It's the Waffle House live hours.
Trying to go home.
I'm not getting home till 1 o'clock.
Right.
Easy. Because I gotta drive all the way back to Long Beach.
Right.
That shit is the height. Especially on the way back. But you paid on the way back, so you're not really tripping. Like
Right.
you just
Yeah,
really
yeah.
I don't even know how to get home sometimes. You
Autopilot.
just
Right, so drained and shit.
I'm not even drained, nigga. I'm just like, oh man, another 5 stacks, nigga.
Right.
Can't wait for them to call me back. Yeah.
Right. So how long does like the sessions be lasting?
Oh man, no less than 6 hours.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
they would have me in there, and then they would throw me out, and then they would come back and get me, and they would throw me out.
Wait, you was doing something? Oh my God. Okay.
So it was like first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, all this kind of shit.
Yeah, I guess it
That's
would
some
get,
weird shit. I know.
like I guess he would get turned on, keep me out, do his thing,
It was thing.
and then I come back in and resume.
Right,
It's
right,
like
right.
pause.
That pause button. Damn.
Right. It's you can only imagine, but after
This shit is surreal.
so after I'm stroking, after about it was about a good minute and a half, man. That was the longest ever.
Wow.
It wasn't even that long. And she started faking the orgasm. Or
Are you really put
I think she was faking because 90 seconds is quick.
That's quick.
Especially when you on top
Mhm.
and the woman's not on top.
Right,
It's
right,
easier
right.
than when she's on top.
Exactly.
She kind of
Right.
position herself, you know.
Right. But then again, she's on drugs. You never know what was. They never was sold.
I didn't see them do drugs though, so I don't know if they were on it.
Like anything they seem to be doing all the time.
You're not doing all that shit without no stimulant.
But you never, that shit was a normal to me when the niggas
That's
like, yo, bitch, suck that dick.
That,
You
right,
like that
tell
shit?
your woman that. Your
That shit is
so-called woman. That wasn't his woman.
That
Y'all boys down.
That shit is,
He didn't
Wait,
care
she's
about
sucking
that.
dick too?
what? Yeah, like, and then she asked me, it was funny, when we was on the sofa, after she took my phone, she said, oh, by the way, are you clean? I'm like,
The more they have.
in my head, I'm thinking like, this bitch is fucking retarded. I'm like, what a fucking dumb question. Because
Of course I am.
who's gonna say no, bitch? I got gonorrhea as a clap.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
So you check before I got here.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you want, get my phone, I can log in to my
results.
Oh, that's how you know you
Not
got your shit.
not my results, but it's just you get physicals and shit.
Right,
Yeah.
It tells you everything.
Right.
And she said, no, it's okay.
Took
And
the
I'm
word
like,
for it.
alright.
They got 1,000 milligrams of penicillin. She be alright.
1,000?
I used to work at a pharmacy. That's what I used to give niggas.
Amoxicillin.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
So about how many times do you do this with them?
Over the course of a year,
Oh,
at least 8 times.
oh, that's
Eight times, around.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Especially someone who don't live in your city.
5,000 a pop, and one time I got 3,800. I think the nigga was having like money problems or something.
Oh.
But, or maybe he was mad.
You think she started electing?
That probably was a
Like,
nice
what-
drop.
I don't know because
Or like say, come rescue me.
cause she sent like what I'm gonna do, man. Come on, man.
I'm with a billionaire.
Come on, man.
Wait, so the baby oil was never for you?
Not they used it on me as a prop, but
Got
it's
it.
for them,
Mm.
mainly for him.
Right.
This is his shit, his thing.
Mm.
This is crazy.
She texted me a couple times. She texted me one time, and I knew that he wasn't in the country.
Right.
And I responded like, yo, are you supposed to be hitting me? She didn't say nothing.
Right.
And then probably 2 months later, 3 months later, she texted me again. I didn't respond.
Right.
Because again, I don't know who this is.
You ain't trying to die.
No, I'm not. I mean, and plus, it's not professional. Like,
Got you.
they were paying me well. I wasn't mad at them.
Right.
Like I was trying to eat really.
Right, because if you just get it from her, she ain't trying to pay you. She's trying to get you know what I'm saying, get some
Wasn't
dick.
no emotions.
It wasn't
She's just trying to get laid.
It was more so. It was like it was more so that the money was like, how many motherfucking niggas get this type of opportunity?
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
Yeah.
and get paid for it.
You get paid for it.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Mhm.
And get called back. So after she finished doing her company, like, oh, you want me to come on your face? You want me to come on your stomach? Oh, daddy, I don't know, my stomach, right? So I'm like, damn. Usually I go to the bathroom and wash my hands before I take the rubber.
Right.
No bullshit, shit,
They
Jay.
got their little quirks.
I'm very
Right.
out shit,
They got
man.
their six
I don't
quirks.
fuck around.
No doubt.
So the room is covered in white towels. So I look down real quick and I reach down, grab the towel, and fuck that shit off. So I'm going to work,
Right.
and I'm like, fuck. And as I'm going, I can hear him going. And she's moaning and shit, and I'm just like, oh God, this nigga's still jerking. I'm like, how are you being a dick this hard and you don't bust yet?
Right.
You are good.
You over there was dope.
That nigga feel like that.
What was the thing with the white towels? Everything was white in there?
White towels everywhere, so the baby oil.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, so you
Okay.
don't get oil on the shit, on the
Furniture,
furniture.
now you
Wow.
gotta pay for that.
And
That boy was strategic with this shit. Didn't he?
so
Did
I'm trying to think of any and everything. I'm like, it's not working. It was actually harder for me to come than it was for me to get up. And I just bust. I ain't aim. Just
let it
from
rock.
like neck to navel.
Just let it
Right.
rock.
I'm in my head, I'm like, got that 1500 nigga, we ready, yeah.
Run that.
Right. So after that, gentlemanly, I reached down, I grabbed the towel, and as I'm about to wipe it, she's like, oh no, that's okay, you can take a shower. I'm like, what? You can take a shower. So I'm like, alright. Nigga hop in the shower, was fast shower, it took, I'm talking about 30 seconds.
Right.
I ain't put my socks on.
Right.
Cause I ain't even dropping my feet. I'm gone. I'm tripping, I'm bugging.
But, yeah.
I'm like bugging. So after I gather everything up, I open the door. As soon as I open the door, she's standing there.
Still nigga?
No, she got a robe on. She's like, can we call you again? I don't even look at the stack. I just look down and I can see it's all blue.
Right.
I grab it and I can feel it. And I'm like,
thick.
it's not 1500. I stuffed that shit in my pocket. I'm like, absolutely, call me whenever.
Yeah,
I'm
that was
out
probably
there.
that was his decision, of course, you know what I'm saying, to put that much.
I don't know whose it was, but hey,
She said,
I was very grateful.
She said they probably got their little ritual saying they scale to 1 to 10. You know what I'm saying? What was that? You know what I'm saying? Give them 10 so that you get that 5 racks or whatever.
But hey, it was nice because I ran to the car, turned the AC on.
Right.
That's
in
what
the
AC
pocket.
on.
I'm counting. I'm like, damn.
25, 30, 35.
I'm like, damn. okay, I put 1,500 in one pocket, 35 in the other. And now I turn the phone back on.
Like baby oil shit.
Look, I turn the phone back on and I'm like, it's like 80 messages.
All the nights work. All the nights work, nigga.
I don't even worry about it. First person I call is Vic. I'm like, Vic, my agent, hoop shots. I'm like, yo, you ain't gonna believe what just happened. I'm like, yo, this nigga Diddy. And he like, oh, yo, he a cook. I'm like, yo, what's that? I ain't never heard that before. I ain't know what it was.
Yeah.
He probably licked your shit when you went to the bathroom. I'm like, I don't know. So that was my experience. But let me tell you, I get home, I get up the stairs, the girl, she's still there.
Right.
So I told you I put 1,500 in my right pocket.
Right.
As soon as I get in, she started going off on me. I just reach in the pocket and give her the money, right? I'm like, I told you I was finna go make some money.
Right.
She counted. She like, oh, I'll be back. Like, where you going? South Coast.
She said where?
South Coast Plaza.
Hilarious.
I was like, oh man. Never heard nothing else of it.
Damn.
Because it's like, if a nigga get up and tell you, oh, he gonna make some money, he come back with 1,500.
Right.
You wonder how much did he make?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So now the story, if I come back with $100, you know, it's different.
Exactly.
But I mean that was pretty much the gist of the first time. And it was really mind blowing. It was
And so each time that you've done this, it's always in a different location?
it's only one time that I've seen it twice at the hotel at, I think it was Beverly Hilton. But every other time it was a different location.
Really? But it's always top tier shit, right?
Always like nigga 6-star, 7-star.
You know, it's just strictly just come in to have sex and all that. It wasn't no like we go to the pool to hang out at the pool for a minute.
Nah, they would. I'm telling you, man. Like, I would have intervals. It was never. It was. I was guaranteed 6-7 hours there.
Right.
Guaranteed.
That's a long time to be honest. That's a work
Bro,
shift.
it was worth
It's
it.
a work shift.
But just think about it. By that time, I had talked to my pops already. He gave me some shit that was like high powered.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was nothing.
Speaking of high power, we got this supplement that's all natural. It's called A-Game, and it's amazing. It's amazing. So when you work out or your libido, it's amazing.
What's
All
it called?
natural. A-Game.
A-Game.
All
Okay.
natural, and it's no side effects. You know, it's wonderful. You know, when you work out with it, you go.
What is it like? Is it a serum? Is
Herbal
it
tablet.
Herbal tablet. Okay.
It was wonderful.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's in it?
It's like 26 different agents and herbs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Organic.
Yeah, so you know, let me know if you're ever interested, you know what I'm
I
saying?
definitely, man. I take that serious.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, from my point of view, I really believe that this whole thing has been contrived by the colonizer. Like, I believe that this ain't even really her.
Right, right.
Because she left him to mess with Diddy 3, 4, 5 times. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think that it's more of like a lifestyle. We're trying to hold on to this lifestyle.
Yeah.
Because you're a personal trainer. I've been a personal trainer. You can't scale it like that.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck who you train. You know what I'm saying? Unless you Gary Beatty.
Exactly.
But I think that he put her up to it, and what I think is gonna happen is what commonly happens is the I hate to say it, the Negro beverage, where just because the dude says that he's fucking with you and you have kids, you still got the family behind closed doors when you're not there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
And it's crazy because like we live in right here in human flesh, whatever, and we hearing this scandal on TV, you know, all in the tabloids, and you actually, you know, in the mix with this shit. This is surreal, you know. Cause you in the mix, and you actually was there, and you was behind the closed doors.
I was behind the closed doors, but more so it was like, why me? You know, everything is already pre-written.
Why not you?
Yeah, why not me? But
Yeah.
you know,
Cause if not you, it's somebody else. You was chosen.
I look at it like that, and then I knew it would come out. Everything you do in the dark comes out. I just didn't think it would come out the way it did.
Right.
Like it came out like a hurricane.
You would have took it to the grave, huh?
Oh,
For sure.
if they wouldn't have came out with my, like, you know, I could have came out a long time ago if I won a couple of dollars.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that could have came out last year.
Right, but it's like, but y'all the ones they forced my hand now.
They forced my hand, but the thing about me is that everyone I've told this story, they consistently, they said, look, I knew this shit before I even watched the trial shit because you was spot on. I'm like, dude, I wouldn't lie about it. How could I be so detailed?
Did anybody from law enforcement ever reach out to you, like to say, or lawyers or whatever, like that?
No.
Reach out to you for the case?
That's the crazy thing, because you doxed me. You put my, and you put a picture that was only 2 or 3 years old. This happened 12 years ago.
Right.
I didn't look like that. Like the picture they put out, it was a new photo.
Right.
You know, so I got people looking at me crazy. I got 500,000 people that I didn't, that have no idea. Now everybody looking at me like.
Do you think that your recollection is clear because it was a business transaction versus something that was personal? You know, like sometimes your thoughts can be your memory can be kind of muddled for.
You know what's crazy is
regular
that
thing?
I don't remember the other encounters like I remember the first one.
Gotcha.
Did you enjoy this? Did you enjoy it? Or you just like business, this is business you had to at one point after the first go around?
No, the first one was like, after I knew that, like, after I got my shit right, I was like, yeah.
Man.
You
I'm
like, hey,
I'm
man, I'm like, man, Jerry Rice in the Super Bowl, nigga.
No more 49ers.
It wasn't more so about that. It was more so like, yo, man, a lot of men, they talk, oh, I do this, I do that.
Right.
Show me.
Right.
Like, in the field.
In the field, yeah.
Like, what's happening?
They like turn to the limb.
Nah, but they don't. Because what they do is they leave with their wallet. And when you leave with your wallet, you always gotta stay leaving with your wallet.
Yeah.
You know, I don't work out because I like lifting weights.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
me neither.
Exactly.
Me neither.
I know
That's
that's the reason behind it.
Yeah, every day. I don't go to the barber because I need to. I don't drive a nice car. I don't care.
Right.
You know, but I know that if I want to compete, then, you know, I'm gonna have to do what it takes.
Exactly. Dang.
Even though I'm not competing for anyone, I'm just saying
That's self-compete.
I am my own worst critic.
Exactly.
But it's so cool to see a person that you've seen on TV and maybe on the little blogs and stuff like that. It's like, you know, like you're a real person, you have real feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was more of a business transaction versus you got duped or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I did get duped because they told me it was a show.
Got you.
But from that point on,
Mm-hmm.
I knew what it was.
Right. You was consensual to it.
You know, I knew what it was.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I go ahead and let them say that, you know, I was a sex worker. It's okay.
Right.
Because look,
And you're free from all charges or anything like that.
Oh, no.
There's nothing type thing, you know.
No, I wasn't, they calling me a victim. So I spoke to legal counsel before I even
Yes.
talked about this. So
Right.
I'm good. I'm not really worried about it.
Right.
People are like, yo, what did Diddy? I'm like, yo, Diddy got so many people that he should be worried about beside me.
Exactly.
Like, cause honestly, I'm keeping it light.
But you're not saying nothing wrong.
No, but I'm really keeping it light too. I could really go in and be like, yo, cause the nigga is vulgar.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like.
But do you think that's what saved you from?
No,
More.
I'm not looking at me. I don't, cause I'm not tripping. Like,
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go when I'm gonna go. You know what I mean? The one thing that I wanted people to know is that, hey, I only fucks with women. Yo, that nigga was there, he was watching, he was doing his thing. I was semi-okay with
It's
that.
like porno. It's like porno, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So every man, you know, that watch porn, you watch another man in the video with the lady.
It's 100 people on set.
Right, but at the same token, I'm saying, but you're still watching a man and a woman, so you're still seeing the man's anatomy, you know, but you might be fixated on the woman because that's what it's about. It's about the woman when they make the porn. It's all about the woman, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the
When
woman
it comes
way
to that,
more than the man.
you know, it's all about the woman. But in the grand scheme of things, psychologically, you know, we kind of block that out because we just, you know, it's just whatever it is. It's just a psychological that it's different for everybody psychologically, but it's still the same arena because it's porn, you know. So you gotta know how to separate it when it's like the reality, like he lived in it. You know what I'm saying? And when the man in the room with you, that was the reality.
It was like, you know,
we the men in the room with them, but just watching them on the TV, it's like a threesome watching. You know what I'm saying?
I tell people this all the time. Had I not played team sports at a high level and been in those stressful situations, stressful environments, I don't think that I would have adapted that well.
Exactly.
That I did. You know.
Because that's not something normal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's
Two men
not.
in the room, two different dicks in the room
It's,
together.
yeah, it is.
You know?
Whoa.
This show been going crazy today. You got camera. Look.
So I saved every single dollar, and I bought my first house when I was 32. So I put, you know, I got 3% first time buyer,
That's dope.
and then you know I put 26 racks down.
You're looking Diddy,
Yeah.
Cassie,
Good looking, thank you.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
Huntington Beach.
and Huntington Beach. Nice.
You know, 90% Caucasian. Yeah, I was, hey, we made it. Nigga, I was saying Soldier Boy. Nigga, we made it. I couldn't believe it, man, for real. Like, if you growing up, like, you never, I'm like, oh, I got a 4-bedroom house.
Right.
I got a backyard, front yard, I put an NBA court. I got, you know, it's like,
NBA? What?
yeah, they know I come from, I was living in the apartment.
But Ecor said he can get you though.
This is a triumph show because everybody's walking in front of the camera.
But you know what? But when we cut this and we edit this, you ain't gonna see nobody in front of nothing.
That's good.
That's how we do it.
It'll
A
be-
vibration free
it'll be
studios, one
cool.
stream.
It'll be cool.
So this is nice. Like I said, this is surreal, man. You know, because so many people be watching this shit, watching the case, watching social media, and then you right here with us, and you have that experience with them. Just like there's other people that have that experience, whatever. But this is your story on the Titanic. You know what I'm
See,
saying?
this is my story, and if you look at them cats, the lineup, all them other guys, they all look like they,
Right.
you
They
know,
on some
I'm the
crazy
only one that looks like,
surfboard.
yeah,
Right.
like I'm,
Right.
you know,
Master.
you know,
Look a little
it's no iffiness.
wet.
It's
little
none of that.
moist.
It's not of that. Cause I tell niggas, I'd have been richer. I'd have been worth 35 million if I'd been compromised
Right.
already.
Right.
Cause I've been approached by so many heavy hitters in Hollywood,
Wow.
and I'm like, I'm cool.
I'm cool on that, bruh.
You know, I stay doing the extra work, nigga.
Right. I'm gonna stay regular.
Yeah, I do that. No, it ain't. The money ain't. Sometimes the money ain't worth it.
Oh, everything
Yeah.
really ain't gold, man.
It's the rules of dominoes. All money ain't good money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And see, so the love of money is the root of all evil. People like to say that money is the root of all evil, and it's not. It's the love of it. So if you were one of those people that love money that much like that, then you would succumb to, the Hollywood bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
It will, but I think it inspires the younger generation, younger people, because for me, I have a lot of things, and I tell people, when I acquire things, when I get stuff, I feel good for like a day. But when I give something to somebody, I get a completely different feeling.
Exactly.
Especially if I see them online wearing it, or wearing like different fits and stuff.
Exactly.
And I know, you know what I mean? So I tell people, the more selfless in life you become, the better your life will be.
Believe it.
The more selfish you are, the worse.
It's like it opens doors.
It
You know,
really
it opens
does.
portals for you.
It
On
does.
many levels, you know, and it's not all about like oh I'm getting rich, whatever. It's a fulfillment. You know, like I cut hair downtown for the homeless one day. You know what I'm saying? That felt great.
To do it, just to do it. You don't have to film it. You don't have to like talk about it.
Because
you know?
just the look on their face that I'm finished doing it.
Then
It's happy.
Like I had somebody in the industry call me. I don't know how they got my phone number. They told me, they said, "Yo, I watched your interview, and the thing that I liked about you the most is not what you said, it's what you didn't say." He said because you held on to this for 13 years,
Right.
and you still didn't really kill either of them.
Neither one.
You know what I mean?
You can't
So,
you stood on business.
you know,
How they say stand on business as a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's only when they had came after you though.
oh yeah, like I got
Baby
it.
Mark is a motherfucker, I tell you
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah, I
you know
got
what I'm
it.
saying?
This true. So I had my cousin call me on FaceTime from the penitentiary. And he's like, "Yo, Darnell." I'm looking, I'm like, who are all these niggas? It's like a dorm, right?
Right, he a
Right.
celebrity now. He's a celebrity now.
No,
Jim
yeah,
Pop.
right.
You
You
hooked
call me on FaceTime.
You hooked
I'm
him up for like 6 months.
like, Cooter, is that you? He like, yeah. He like, hey, tell these niggas you my cousin. I'm like, what? He like, we see you on my TMZ, nigga. I told you my cousin and you been doing this shit, nigga. We used to call you D Maga, bitch. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, we family. And he's like, I told y'all niggas, everybody just started running.
Wow, you
It
got the
was-
nigga
it
cigarettes for a
No,
week.
you have he for 6 months. He give up for
Shit,
6
that nigga-
months, boy.
He El Chapo on the block, you know what I'm saying? Shit.
That was hilarious. But, you know, even now I'll go to the gym,
Right,
everybody knows.
right.
And you can tell, it's funny, they look at you like,
Right. That's that look, like,
because I hit the gym, I'm like, yo, how many people know? He was like,
Bro, everybody.
Everybody.
I'm like the workers, he like, everybody.
Imagine the chicks that's like, I want to test them waters.
But see, I think you were totally different as a witness because it was strictly you was with the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, it was some that was like, oh no, Diddy
Oh, they
fucked
got
them.
humiliated.
Diddy
They got
fucked them.
humiliated.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know, you can tell it was just a different presence.
Because you know, guys know they know who
Well, see, the
they know
thing
who
is,
step to.
they have me on video, 3 different occasions,
Mm.
and they don't have Diddy anywhere in the video. They
Gotcha.
have his leg. So that'll validate what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
the nigga wasn't participating with me.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He had his
Mhm.
pom-poms and his oil, you know, cheer me on. And then at the end, it was like, I don't like you.
Right. Right, you did too much today. You showed me too
You know what
much.
I'm saying?
That's when
Like,
George talking to him too, like, well, he over there destroying your shit. You can't even do that. You so sorry. You ain't shit. And he over there like, I don't like
this
this
nigga
now.
buff, he got a 6-pack,
He over there with a kid.
yeah. But,
You trustworthy than a motherfucker, nigga. That was like 2000. I mean, that was a while ago, and nobody heard a peep.
Pete.
Whoever chose you chose good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You
if standing on business
you ain't
was a
saying
person,
shit.
If standing on business was a person,
Yeah.
you are that. You are that. You know what I'm saying?
man,
Yeah.
that's my granddaddy right there. God rest his soul, bro. Because he said the one thing that you never want to be as a man is a liar. Or have no integrity.
Right. Or thief.
You know, a thief, a liar, integrity, all of these things. And it's crazy because the nigga was a womanizer.
But you have you had any negative?
I did it though, you know what I'm
He
saying?
did it with integrity.
Yeah, have you had any negative feedback though?
Nah, not like I thought I would.
You know, that was the name of my album, Integrity.
Really?
Yeah.
My album was titled Integrity.
Certainly a real love.
I haven't got. I thought I would. I've actually gotten. It's really positive because they're like, wow, he painted a different picture, and I believe him. And the ones that have, they've been like, oh, he probably just been watching the trial. I'm like, listen, I give you 100 niggas to know this story,
Right.
from a decade ago,
Right.
that been reaching out to me like, yo, you wasn't lying, nigga. I'm sorry.
Man, you
man.
could have had a whole book, bestseller, and everything.
We working on that.
Oh, yeah, that's for sure.
We're working on
Memoirs. Memoirs. You know what I'm saying?
I got, like I said, I got stories.
Right, dude. It's gonna be called the
Stories.
Baby Oil Files.
That was just in with the baby oil.
I want to thank you for coming on Ecoy Show because you being a man of integrity, coming on my big brother that's all we know him by. He's the vault. If we got something to vent to or whatever, we know we ain't going nowhere with him. And just to come, just to feel comfortable here.
Thank you.
Wait, and shout out to Glenda with the eye. You know what I'm saying? That's the girl. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm gonna hear
I really
when I get the car
appreciate
to
it.
watch.
Shout out to Who
I
Shot.
really appreciate it.
You said what?
I'm gonna hear when I get the car.
I'm gonna say, but it's the truth. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm gonna hear when I get in the car. Like, motherfucker, well, you know we got dogs.
Oh,
Yeah, we do, but it's all.
We
dog?
got dogs.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just time to
Like,
get
I
home.
love dogs.
Time to get home.
My dog,
Yeah,
I get whatever you need me to edit, I will.
Nah,
Anyway,
we're good. We're good.
Okay.
Yeah, we got Redford. Shout out Redford.
Okay,
He
Reverend,
costs
okay.
$1,500.
Oh yeah.
Man.
What kind of dog?
Like a shepherd.
Oh,
Oh,
I love shepherds.
I love dogs.
Yeah,
I love
he's
Cajun.
really smart.
Love that.
Smart and manipulative. Then I have a cattle dog, Lily. Like Lily, she's super ultra smart. She don't fuck with nobody.
Right.
Like if you like come here, she trying to. She like a cat.
So look, y'all, we about to close this. So now we want to thank my man Flash for coming in and telling us this incredible story. And we got way more than bought, boy. So y'all got to look out for his memoirs and his book that be ready, to be written.
We gotta shout out Sorority again. Downtown 4th and Main. This is like the luxury of coffee. This ain't Starbucks.
Ferrari and coffee, son.
The Ferrari
Lambo.
coffee is
Lambo.
great.
We not playing.
Ferrari. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't rhyme. I'm like too short. Bitch.
That's it.
I go too short. Okay. Now you from the bank. Okay.
Like, look, y'all, we gotta get out of here. We gotta build a show that's getting ready to start up. But I want to thank y'all for tapping in for this episode, very special episode. And like I said on all my shows before I close out, husbands love your wives, wives love your husbands. We only got this one go around down here on the streets complaining, y'all. So there's nothing to be stressing and arguing or worried about, you know. We get through everything, you know. Have dialogue. Kiss your kid, kiss each other in front of your children. You don't have to do it all passionately, but do it to show your children a display of love, so that when they leave the nest, they'll know how to express, display love as well as receive love. Because they learn it first in their home from their first leaders, their mother and their father. Okay? Sit down and have dinner with each other. Have dialogue. Talk to each other. See what each other's mindsets are in today's time and temperature of the society. You know what I'm saying? See what your father's perspective is. See what the mother's perspective is. Let the children have a voice. Speak to them. And allow them to have a voice early in the game so they won't be trying to have a voice, learn how to have a voice later on in life. You know, for being sheltered or whatever. And find out if they're being bullied in school, or find out if they are the bully. And if they are, shut that shit down, because that can be very detrimental to somebody's life, whether in that moment or down the line. This your man, he called the Wolf. This is OneString.tv. Shout out to Hoop Shots for making this happen tonight. We got Sarah with the H. We got Francisco Phoenix in the building. Mikael. This is
Sarah
OneString.tv.
without the edge. Okay, thank you.
Sarah with the my man Flash.
Hey,
And this is Spence University Friday, always. He called it Wolf.
That was dope.
Alright, there you go.
Sorry about that. My bad about that.
No, yeah,